the story that you're telling yourself right now is not the end of your story. Maybe you just haven't met the right people yet. Maybe you haven't experienced the joy that is waiting for you. Welcome to Beyond Overwhelm podcast. Remember, your fulfillment starts within. Hello! Thank you for being here. What I'm doing today is a very special occasion as part of my podcast. So for my YouTube's friends, I am not live today, as you can see, but I still want to share this deep and real message with you. I hope you'll stick around. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Reynaldo Gunawan, short, Aldo. I'm a burnout specialist, licensed neuroencoder, and an engineer. Now that's out of the way, let's move along. This episode is part of a podcast event hosted by Podcasthon and supporting, this time, CALM, short for Campaign Against Living Miserably, a charity based in the UK. Before we begin, I want to clarify two things. First, what is Podcasthon? Great question. Podcasthon is a non-profit initiative to raise awareness of a huge number of charities worldwide. Beyond Overwhelm podcast is very blessed to participate in this 4th edition of Podcasthon. For 1 week, thousands of podcasts will highlight a charity of their choice. And today, I am delighted to share with you CALM, Campaign Against Living Miserably. And this is the second thing. What kind of charity is CALM? CALM is an organization dedicated to preventing suicide and helping people who feel like they're carrying their struggles completely alone. All right, that's enough scripts for now. And let's go to the juicy meat, the core message that I want to share with you. I've been so excited about it. And that's the thoughts. What we do when we are in that phase, right? At my work, I talk a lot about burnout, overwhelm, stress, especially for high performers like you might be one of them, and especially also for those of you who are living abroad, far away from home. It's just so key to be aware of what's happening to you physically and emotionally as well. And something I've learned is that when pressure builds up, we feel like we are out of options. We don't have anything at all. And if we stay there for too long, something strange is happening here. Is that the world becomes smaller. And this is what I mean by we feel like we don't have any options at all. It's because of this strange thing that is happening in our mind right here. And being overwhelmed, it is real. It happens every now and then. And what I want to share with you is what we do then. Because let me tell you first, when we are in overwhelm, we focus on just the dark places. Like our thoughts is basically there. Like when our, take this analogy. When our world becomes smaller, when the space around us becomes smaller, what can we do? We can only go here, we can only go there, we can only go here, and we're restless. First of all, we're restless, especially for those people who has this phobia of like the small spaces. Nothing you can do about it, just panicking. And this is what I mean. When our world becomes smaller, when we feel like we're out of options, we have nothing that we can do. We tend to focus only on the bad stuff. We tend to focus only on what is wrong. And sometimes we feel exhausted, tired, low, less, not enough, maybe even invisible. Like no one sees us, right? And when we stay in that phase, especially alone, you know what's happening here, right? Our mind is always working. When we stay in that state long enough, dangerous ideas start to show up. And it might be like what I'm feeling is so painful. This moment is I just want to get it over with. Maybe the best way that I can do is to end everything. Stop everything. And you know where I'm going with this. This is the dangerous idea that I was talking about. And what's most heartbreaking is that sometimes we do this in silence. It's all happening in our mind. We're alone. We don't talk to anybody because maybe we don't want to. It's like you don't feel heard, you don't feel cared. Like you're the only person who's going through it, right? And that's just not true. I'm here to tell you that. I'm going to break that illusion. That is just simply not true. You are not alone in this. That's why an organization like Calm campaign against living miserably is there, exists in the first place for those who are feeling this way. For those of you who can't talk without being judged. This is why I'm raising the awareness of this charity, because people who are overwhelmed, people apologies, people who are in overwhelm and stuck in their life, they just want to be heard. They want to be understood. And I'm sorry to say the world is broken right now. Well, more than ever. And a lot of us judge so easily. And we stop listening and we just start giving solutions, which most of the times is not helping. And that's why I encourage you, if you're moved by this, donate. Donate to this organization, especially if you're living in the UK or Europe even, you can still reach them. That you can go through all of this with just support. And they're there. That's basically what they're doing. It's exactly why they exist. So if we don't use it, they might not as well exist, right? This is a chance. And you know what? I'm just encouraging you to do it. Give what you can, give what you want, or don't. This episode is not about pushing you to just give some donation. It's about raising the awareness. You know what? The best thing that you can do, you've already done it. You watch this, you have the awareness, and maybe you can distribute this knowledge, distribute this awareness, and raise more awareness in place of me. That's the best thing you can do for me right now. If you know someone, go to them. Let them know about this episode. Tell them what I just told you. Like, now I'm gonna shift my focus to you. If you are right now is the one who is struggling. Because this is so important. I want you to remember this. The story that you're telling yourself right now is not the end of the story. I hope you get that. The story that you're telling yourself right now is not the end of your story. Maybe you just haven't met the right people yet. Maybe you haven't experienced the joy that is waiting for you. Maybe those moments are just over there, just waiting for you to actually be ready to take them. Because what happens is when we are in this overwhelm, we just reject every single possibility, every single opportunity out there, and we just want to end everything. And let me tell you, your life is waiting for you. Your joy is waiting for you. Those people who love you and care for you, they're waiting for you. All you need is to be courageous. Now, let me tell you in a second what courageous for me means in this case. And be brave to step out Because now let me tell you, the courageous thing that you can do right now is to share with another human being that you are struggling. You don't have to do this alone. I want you to know that, understand that, absorb that in you. You don't have to do this alone. We care for you. We care about you. There's an organization, a big one out there, who just cares for you. Remember that. Please do remember that. And thank you. Appreciate you so much for listening till this point. Thank you for going through this ride with me, because this episode is dedicated for this organization who literally their only objective is to prevent suicide and help those people who feel like they're struggling, they're carrying their burden alone. And I'm telling you, there's these people out there who you can reach out to. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to your friends, your families. I want you to remember, don't let your mind overtake you, overthrow you. Don't give in to all of those dangerous ideas that can come up. Because that can happen. It will happen. The important thing is what you want to do right now. And that wraps up this special episode as part of Podcasthon. If you enjoyed this, feel free to go to www.podcasthon.org and find out other amazing charities from amazing podcasters out there in the world. I thank you. I appreciate you for listening until this far. Moreover, I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that podcast. So if something triggered you or even inspired you, please rate it and subscribe so you don't miss anything out. And if you want to know more on how you can go from the everyday overwhelming situation to a fulfillment in your own life, download my free resource guide at reynaldogunawan.com. That's reynaldogunawan.com. Remember, your fulfillment starts within.